night, but there's no reason why you shouldn't. Okay, I'm going to review, and then let's get started.
Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom.
There they are. You see on the.
If you can remember to check and make sure that your Zoom mute button is on, so that the music can come through, the music can shine through. So we want to mute, but don't mute your heart, don't mute your spirit, but mute your Zoom, mute your Zoom, mute your Zoom. So my friends, welcome. We're still welcoming folks to our room here this evening. It is still Pesach. It is still our chance to be examining what wandering through the wilderness feels like. So welcoming all of you. Let's do a little bit more singing and then we'll get started. So good of you to be here with me right now, with us right here. Hine mato, ananai, ananai, hine mato, yananai, ananai, umana. Shevet Achim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Oh, I can feel the energy coursing through my body right now. I feel a nervous/excited energy that is coursing through me, that is elevating me, that is connecting me with you in this moment. We are also welcoming those who are going to be following us on the live stream this evening, so we won't be able to see your faces and join with you, but know that we see you and know that your presence is felt with us this evening. Yananai, yananai, hinei mato. Yananai, yananai, umanai. Yananai, yananai, shevet achim. Shevet achim gam yachad. Let's light up the world, oh brothers and sisters, together with peace and love. Bring light to the world, oh sisters and brothers, and sing Hinei Matov. Yananai, yananai, Hinei Matov. Yananai, yananai, umanai. Yananai, yananai, shevet achim. Shevet achim gam yachad. If you have enough space from wherever you are, let's see if we can open up our hands together. Let's light up the world. We're going to bring light to this Shabbat. Let's see if you can just open up your body a little bit. Let's light up the world. Beautiful. Oh, brothers and sisters, together with peace and love. Good. Bring light to the world. Just give yourself a stretch. Open up and add movement into your body and into your life right now. Oh, sisters and brothers, and sing Hinei Matov. Just adding a little bit more movement to our prayer experience. Let's try that together now. Let's light up the world. Oh, brothers and sisters, together with peace and love. Bring light to the world, oh, sisters and brothers, and sing Hinei Matov. I see some of you doing it. Come on, here we go. Yananai, yananai, Hinei Matov. Let's see if we can move our bodies now. Let's go. Yananai, yananai, umanai. Yananai, yananai, shevet achim. Shevet achim gam. Even if you are sitting in your chair, just adding a little bit more movement will make the ruach, make the spirit move a bit more within you and get you more prepared for Shabbat. Let's try it again. Let's light up the world, oh brothers and sisters, together with peace and love. Bring light to the world, oh sisters and brothers, and sing Hinei Matov. Last time, yananai, yananai, Hinei Matov. Yananai, yananai, umanai. Yananai, yananai, shevet achim. Shevet achim gam yachad. Welcome, friends from around this beautiful country. Welcome, friends from outside the borders of the United States. Welcome as we enter Shabbat. We enter this liminal space that our tradition has carved out for us to reflect, to be in community, and to share love freely. Even though we are still virtual, we are on the path back to being able to hug each other, to hold hands and sing together. We are still wandering through this desert, but the promised land is close ahead. I want to welcome my friends from Temple Adath Or in Weston, Florida, Temple Israel in Dayton, Ohio, Congregation Beth Chaim in Princeton Junction, New Jersey, Temple Dehurst Sinai Let me say that again. Temple de Hirsch Sinai in Seattle, Washington. Temple Beth Tikva of Roswell, Georgia. Temple Rodef Shalom of Falls Church, Virginia. And of course, Temple Beth Elohim in Wellesley, Massachusetts. And all of you who chose to spend your Shabbat with us this evening, who chose to welcome in Shabbat. If you are not part of any one of those communities, you are part of a community right now. You are part of community tonight. We see you, we welcome you. Tonight we will be led, we will be ushered, we will be guided by some phenomenal clergy, some phenomenal leaders of community, leaders of song, leaders of peace, leaders of love. I want to welcome cantors Nancy Castle, Michael Shockett, Shauna Zell, cantorial soloist Courtney Cummings, cantorial student Lainey Zell, and also rabbis Karen Bodny-Halas, Mark Labowitz or Labowitz, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Mark Labowitz, I'm sure that's how you probably pronounce it, my friend, my brother, and Rabbi Alex Shuval-Weiner. And Mark, I see you are joined by your whole family and such beautiful and so many people in the same space. It's nice to see you. So I want to thank them all for helping craft this evening of soul searching, this evening of meaning, of memory, and most importantly, this meaning of community, this meeting of community as we join in our shared traditions together to welcome in this holy and sacred Shabbat. So my friend, Rabbi Mark, will you help us bring in Shabbat by lighting the candles?
Aye, sweet friends. Noah, thank you so much for having us with you. I'm here tonight with, from your right, my wife, Paulina, and this is my son, Ocean, and this is my daughter, Galia, and this is our sweet friend, Kira. And I want to welcome, I see so many people that are with us from our community, Temple Adath Or. I want to welcome you all for joining us. And we're going to bench Lecht a little bit, and when we do, we're going to use the feminine Lashon, the Lashon Nekeva, because it's important that women, sisters, our mothers, and our spouses know that when they speak to God, that they don't have to speak to a masculine image, that they too are empowered by an image of God that is feminine. Ki v'shem kodshei nishbat lo shalotich b'neiro le'olam ba'ed. Now this part's easy. There are two very important Hebrew words you need to know. Repeat after me, and I can hear you in my heart. La. La. The second is very difficult. La. You're gonna do great. La 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 We're going to pull over the candles. So we can bench together. We'll teach you the words so that you can also awaken the sacred feminine in your own community. So repeat after me. Brucha.
Brucha.
At.
At.
Ya.
Ya.
Elohatenu.
Elohatenu.
Malkat.
Malkat.
Ha'olam.
העולם,
אשר
אשר
קידשתנו
קידשתנו
במצוותיה
במצוותיה
וציוויתנו
וציוויתנו
להדליק נר
להדליק נר
של שבת.
ברוכה תהיה אלתנו מלכת העולם אשר קידשתנו במצוותיך וציוויתנו להדליק נר להדליק נר של Shabbat.
Good Shabbos.
Hi, Noah and everybody. I'm Cantor Michael Shockett, coming to you from the sanctuary at Temple Road of Shalom in Falls Church, Virginia, along with our student cantor, Lainey Zell, and our Shabbat band. And we're so pleased to be a part of this Holy Wanderers retreat. I can only imagine what it must have been like wandering through the desert for the Israelites in search of freedom. And then, once they crossed the sea, the years of wandering toward a new life in the Holy Land. The desert is a place of uncertainty and difficulty, but as the Torah tells us, Bamidbar yesh matanot. In the desert, there are gifts. Those gifts? The desert is a place without boundaries, without limitations, a place that allows our people to make their own paths, a place to turn challenges into opportunities. And as the desert was our place of revelation, it's our opportunity as a people to reveal the beauty of what it means to be a people with a common destiny and purpose, a holy wanderer. This week, you have explored what it means to be that holy wanderer, to focus in on the character traits of Moses and Miriam, of Aaron and Bacha, of courage, vulnerability, awareness, humility, and faith, and connect those traits to your own lives as you make your paths through your own desert journey. The first part of our Shabbat service, Kabbalat Shabbat, is one such journey that we take to prepare ourselves for celebrating Shabbat. This series of Psalms, representing the 6 days of creation, help us reflect on the week that was, offering gratitude in song to God for experiencing the wonders of our lives, our families, our work, our hobbies, and even our playtime. Kabbalat Shabbat presents us with a gift, like the desert wandering, to reflect on where we've been and look forward to the Shabbat that is ahead. Each psalm prepares us more as we get closer to welcoming the Sabbath bride. Only after we sing these praises, like our journey through the desert, are we then prepared to stand and welcome the Sabbath bride as we sing Lecha Dodi. At that moment, we have arrived at the entranceway of this holy time we call Shabbat. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. Our journey begins with words of Psalm 96, singing blessings to God for creation, for wondrous deeds, a new song to bless God's name. And then Psalm 98, Zamru Ladonai Bechinor, singing praises with the chinor, the lyre, trumpets, and our voices in melodious song. And then, only then, are we ready to welcome the Sabbath bride. Shiru Ladonai, tonight in the Passover melody. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Asru miyom liyom, Yeshuato. יספקו השמיים ותגל הארץ, ירעם הים ולבוא, יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו, אז ירננו כל
I am overwhelmed, I am overjoyed. בקול שופר הריעו לפני המלך אדוני, הריעו לפני המלך אדוני. אוי איי אוי איי אוי איי זמרו לאדוני, זמרו לאדוני בחיוב, זמרו לאדוני בחינות וכל זמרה. We have made it to our transition point. Such beauty, such majesty has already been brought here this evening. So much great gratitude. Lechadodi likrat gala penei Shabbat nekabela o penei Shabbat o nekabela. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, ושם ותפארת ונתילה. הולך דודי, הולידת כלה, או פני שבת, נקבלה, או פני שבת, אוי נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך מאורי, אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עליי. נגלת, try it with me now. לך דודי, עולי לקראת גלה, אוי פני שבת, הנה קבלה, אוי פני שבת, הנה קבלה. Enter in peace, enter in gladness. If it is your custom to rise this moment, to honor this day we call a bride, a kala, also a Shabbat HaMalka, this queen. Entering in, we give sanctity, we give blessing to the sanctity of Shabbat. Boi v'shalom, עטרת בלה, גם בשמחה ובסולה, או תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, come on now, join with me, לקראת גלה, פני שבת, וקבלה, פני שבת, ונקבלה, פני שבת, נקבלה.
Shabbat Shalom. I'm Rabbi Karen Bodney Hallis from Temple Israel in Dayton, Ohio, and it is really wonderful to be here to celebrate these moments and to celebrate what a powerful week it has been. This week of retreat, of contemplation, has been a powerful one. We've discovered that within each of us are the same strengths of character that helped our ancestors escape from Mitzrayim. As we transition from this past week into Shabbat, an oasis of time, we know that we will carry these tools with us for when we must next navigate our narrow places. But for now, we appreciate the eternity of this moment. We let our mind rest, quieted by the lingering sounds of joyful psalms as we enter into our oasis of time. As we turn our thoughts to God's creative power with the words Ma'ariv Aravim, we move from our heads to our hearts. In this moment of transition, we go from a state of anticipation to the calm of love, wholeness, and peace that we find on Shabbat. We fill our lungs and we feel them expand, and we open our minds to the limitless possibilities ahead, breathing in the hope of a new day. With the setting of the sun and the rising of our evening stars, we mark a new day and embrace our own fresh beginnings.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Yana la la la, yana la la la, yana la la la, yana la la la, yana la la breaths together from wherever you are. Calming the spirit. Letting the music guide us. One more time. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya-na-na-na-na, 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 ya-na-na-na-na. So some of us may bow in this moment, some of us may bow physically, others may turn our attention towards surrender, or towards mystery, towards connection. What are we submitting to in this moment when we say Baruch Hu et Adonai? To you I praise, you with a capital Y, you, the one that I have a deep personal connection with, and also the one who connects us all. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed, Le'olam Va'ed. Oh ya la 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 la, 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 ya la la. One must repeat from time to time, the world was created for my sake. Never say, what do I care about this or that? Do your part to add something new, to bring forth something that is needed, and to leave the world a little better because you were here briefly. Baruch atah Adonai Amari Aravi.
We are awake, we are prepared, we are listening. I am Cantor Shauna Zell, joining from Temple Beth Elohim of Wellesley, Massachusetts. Thank you so much to Noah for bringing us together this Passover Shabbat. Imagine you find yourself in the wilderness, just like those who followed Moses so long ago. Uncharted territories, no GPS, limited supplies, and a herd of travel companions. This is what I imagine our ancestors experienced on their epic journey toward freedom. We too find ourselves wandering through the unknown at different moments in our lives. These moments in the wilderness may feel lonely and uncertain, as if our biblical narrative is personally repeating itself. But our ancestors, on the precipice of entering the promised land, were offered words of affirmation as a reminder that we are not ever journeying alone. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 3 times a day, we remind ourselves that God is near. Hear me, people of Israel, descendants of Jacob. Adonai is God. Adonai is one. Through this proclamation, we remain connected not just to God, but to every person who has ever wandered, and to every person who ever will. Through these words, we become connected to our people throughout space and time. This shared belief that has sustained us since Abraham first established a covenant with God keeps us whole, creating one unified community of wanderers who can safely lean into the unknown, because no matter what may lie over the next dune in the desert or around the next turn on our GPS, we are inextricably linked to the divine oneness that permeates our world. Adonai is our God. Adonai is one. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod, Shem Kivod, Malchuto Le'olam, Le'olam Va'ed.
Before there was the receiving of Torah at Mount Sinai, we had to reach Mount Sinai. And that was during the early days of what would become a 40-year journey of wandering. And before we could begin that long wandering journey, there was all the excitement and the drama as we hurried out of the known of Egypt into the unknown. How did we, and how do we even begin such a journey, knowing, as most of us do now, that most of life isn't a direct line from point A to point B? I'll tell you how. We do what our ancestors did. They put one foot in front of the other, and they took one step and then another. Each hurried and wandering step propelled by faith to move forward physically and spiritually. But when you're moving as quickly as you can from a constricted place to a place of space, of freedom, who has the time to ponder from where comes such faith? And then you reach the sea of possibility, the sea on the other side of which is the opportunity to become that people. The people who in relationship with God will struggle and strive to be holy, will recognize those moments during our wandering, like that moment at the sea and the opportunity that awaits. And the fact that we rarely go directly from point A to point B, and that most of our lives we are wondering, it will all be worth it.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. It's all love. It's all love in the wandering. We are standing on the parted shores of history, and we still believe what we were taught. Before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it's eternally Egypt. That there's a better place, a promised land, and the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness. that there's no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together, singing Micha Amocha Ba'elim Adonai. Oh, Mika Amocha Neda Bakodesh. Oh, Noda Tehilo. Oh, Sefele Noda Tehilo. Oh, Sefele. Join with me now, singing ya ya na 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 na. Oh ya ya na na ya 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 na ya ya na na ya 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 ya. Oh ya ya na na ya na. And it's all love, it's always love. We always have two choices. In one hand, we can choose love. In the other, we have uncertainty. We have fear. Let's choose love right now and understanding. Let's choose peace and friendship to be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
There be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Ashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Ashkivenu, Leshalom.
Ve'hamidenu, Shomreinu lechaim. Ufros aleinu, Sukat shlomecha.
Ashkivenu
Adonai Eloheinu.
Eloheinu Leshalom.
Ashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, Hashkivenu, Shalom.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be life's shelter from life's storms.
Oh, let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. I can't believe we made that work. That was incredible. People joining together in song from around the country as one. Hi, ya, 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 na, 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 Yananai, yananai, yananai. Tonight we will pray our Amidah, our standing prayer independently. You can sit, you can stand, you can be wherever you are. And we will ask, as we always ask, that the words coming out of our mouth are the words of our heart, which we know are your words, our divine words, our pure words. Adonai svatai tiftach, ufi yagid hilatecha. Oh Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Yananai, 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 Take a few moments of silence and we'll come together with shalom, with peace.
Open our hearts to our own strength, to share our true selves, to be that vulnerable and notice all around that miracles exist, humble in the and we must let go to move on, forward with faith through our wilderness, and may we find peace here in this space, the feeling of shalom. Shalom. It's an honor to be here tonight. My name is Courtney Cummings, and I serve as the music director for Temple Israel in Dayton, Ohio. Happy to be on this journey with all of you here, and thank you, Noah, for the opportunity.
We're going to try it again. We're going to have you unmute yourself, Rabbi.
Oh, I tried that. So shalom. I'm Rabbi Shuval Weiner from Temple Beth Tikva in Roswell, Georgia. Some words of Torah. We are taught that b'chol dor v'dor chayav adam lerot et atzmo ki'ilu hu yatsa mimitzrayim. In every generation, we are to see ourselves as if we were personally redeemed from the narrow spaces. A mere week ago, we all read those words as we sat around our tables, as we tasted the bitterness of the maror and the sweetness of the charoset. We watched as our matzot went from lechem oni, the bread of affliction, and became transformed into the staff of life, that which would carry us through the wilderness. We walked day after day. 6 days we have been walking, and in another day we will come to that body of water, and another miracle will occur. Those waters will part, and we will walk through, and we will come out into the expanse of the wilderness, the space where it is completely unbounded, where we are able to breathe and to open and expand to the possibility that all awaits each and every one of us. And in our tradition, we know, because we have experienced this before, we know what we discover in that wilderness. We discover the mystery of the cosmos, the creator of life, and we joyously enter into relationship, receiving a set of ethics and values that help to mold us and help us to mold the world into what it can be, the possibility of what can be, giving us meaning and purpose to be part of these creators. Each and every one of us are to see ourselves in this narrative, but it is also the narrative of our lives. Each and every one of us were born through the narrow space. We came through the waters. We were presented with a life before us, and we each and every day, with every step forward in our lives, we are the redeemers of the possibility that can be. What a gift. What a gift. The opportunity each and every day to recreate the world, to know that there is nothing that can stop us from fully unfolding and becoming, and to be those that help mold and fold and create this world of ours. So not only do we experience what was, but we are experiencing it every day and every moment that we breathe and we move forward. Every moment has the possibility. As we say in our morning prayers, every day the world is created anew, and in this space of the expanse, there is nothing that can stop us. It is our dreams and our hopes, our tradition, and the gift of God. Nothing can stop us except our own fears. So let us breathe into the expanse. Let us allow this opportunity to move us forward. We are so grateful to Noah for giving us this week to dive deep into ourselves and to help allow us to release and to come out into the openness. So may we each be blessed. May we be blessed with every step forward. May we be blessed in every day with every breath that is within us.
Each and every day, each and every day, each and every day. Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you for your words of Torah. Your Torah is my Torah too. B'chol dor vador, in every generation, we can picture ourselves crossing through and wandering the desert. So can you picture yourself crossing through and wandering the desert? Can you feel the wind support you as you go? Do you hear the cries of those left behind, still hoping for tomorrow? Do you fear the mountain you still have to climb? Try it with me. Can you picture yourself crossing through and wandering the desert? Can you feel the wind support you as you go? Do you hear the cries of those left behind, still hoping for tomorrow? And do you fear the mountain you still have to climb? בכל דור ודור חייב אדם לראות את עצמו כאילו הוא יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים. בכל דור ודור חייב אדם לראות את עצמו כאילו הוא יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים. כאילו הוציאנו ממצרים, הוציאנו ממצרים דיינו. הוציאנו ממצרים דיינו, 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 או דיינו עלינו.
Sweet friends. Noah, only you could do a mashup with Dayenu. That was amazing. So I wanted just to introduce this next tefillah. It's of course Aleinu, and it was considered written by the prophet Yoshua, who was a part of our intuitive Jewish tradition. And so it has to have embedded within it some encouragement towards the intuitive mind. V'yadata hayom b'hashivot elevavecha. Know this moment. It's yours. It's the wisdom that you have belongs and is unfolding in this moment, and commit it to your heart. And so we've written this Aleinu with that in mind, that there are 4 stages or developmental stages of our intuitive self. The first one is that the idea comes to rest on your heart, Alavavecha. The second is that its given dimension begins to grow within you. The third is that it's learned through practice and repetition. And finally, your idea, your wisdom, your chachma, it moves through you naturally. Listen to the lyrics of this Aleinu and encourage your intuitive nature. Aleinu, it's upon us. My brother Pierre is joining us too. Our little chaver grows every moment.
I'm Nancy Castle. I'm the cantor at Temple Beth Tikva in Roswell, Georgia. Sometimes in our wanderings, we feel a hole in our hearts for those we've loved and lost. And on Shabbat and on holidays, the pain is a little stronger for that loss, those times we were with our loved ones. These words of Hannah Senesh, translated into English by Cantor Jeff Klepper and set to music by him, they remind us that when we're out in the wilderness and we look up into the night sky, we are reminded that our loved ones are still with us. Yesh kochavim she'oram magia artsa, rak kasher heim atzmam avdu veinam. Yesh anashim sheziv zichram meir, kasher heim atzmam enam od betocheinu. There are stars up above, So far away, we only see their light. Long, long after the sun itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is gone. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember, we remember. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember, we remember.
So if you are in a period of mourning, you can join with me from wherever you are. And I'll ask, I don't know, Rose, did everyone have an ability to unmute themselves?
They do not, but they can type in the chat.
Okay, so maybe you type in the chat the person that you are remembering this night. We won't be able to hear your voices saying the Kaddish with me, but know that you are heard and you are seen, and their presence is with us. יתקדל ויתקדש שמי רבה. בעלמא דברה חירותי והמליך מלכותי. בחייכון וביום איכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעלם מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן ועלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו and let us say amen, and let us say amen. Wow, what an evening we've shared. Surpassed my expectations, surpassed what my limited heart's expectations were for this evening. My heart is exploding out of my chest with so much gratitude to everyone who was with us this evening, who is participating in the chat by being with us in the chat room, and also by joining us via the live stream. We can't see your faces, but we know you are there. And also, thank you so much to the members of Temple Adath Or, Temple Israel, Congregation Beth Chaim, Temple de Hirsch Sinai, Temple Beth Tikva, Temple Rodef Shalom, Temple Beth Elohim, the Temple of presence, the Temple of being, the Temple of this moment. Thank you all for being able to be here. And a special thank you to the co-leaders who helped usher in Shabbat this evening, cantors Nancy Castle, Michael Shockett, and Shauna Zell, cantorial soloist Courtney Cummings, cantorial student Lainey Zell, rabbis Karen Bodney Hallis, Mark Labowitz and Alex Schubal-Weiner. Thank you. So much gratitude to all you holy wanderers. And to all of you who joined us throughout the week. We are so honored. So yes, I am seeing in the candle that we are in the chat that we are moving into the holiday setting of the Kiddush, and so we're going to pass it back to Cantor Mike Shockett to help lead us in the holiday Kiddush.
Thanks, Noah. And we have the motzi and the Kiddush to do, so I'm going to turn over to Lainey for the motzi. Hopefully you have a piece of matzah there to eat after the motzi. Lainey?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. B'teavon.
And the Kiddush, as Noah said, is special tonight because it is a Hag. It is Erev Seventh Day Pesach, and in the Reform community, it is the night before the last day of Passover for us. And so we sing the festival Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol am veromemanu mikol hashon v'kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'titein lanu Adonai Eloheinu be'ahva Shabbatot limenucha moadim lesimcha chagim uzmanim lesason et yom haShabbat hazeh ve'et yom chag hamatzot hazeh zeman cheruteinu Mikra Kodesh Zeicher Letziat Mitzrayim Kivanu Vacharta Meotanu Kidashta Mikol Hamim V'Shabbat Moadei Kodshecha Yahava uratzon simcha usason hinechaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh haShabbat v'Yisrael v'hazmanim
Chaim.
Amen. And yes, Zeicher Letziat Mitzrayim. So from wherever you are, just let yourself move once more time. Once again, just add a little bit more movement into your body as we say goodbye to this evening, but we say hello to Shabbat. We welcome in the openness that can come from being in our day of Shabbat. O Eilecham Dalibi. Eilecham Dalibi. Do you all know this melody? So all you have to do is just say Eilecham Dalibi a lot of times over and over again, and then just move your body. Move it as part of the song. You've got to do that with me. Here we go. O Eilecham Dalibi. Eilecham Dalibi. O Eilecham Dalibi. Eilecham Dalibi. This is what my heart really wants. Eilecham Dalibi. Eilecham Dalibi. Eilecham Dalibi. Chusana, oh Chusana, ve'al na titale. O Hosanna ve'al na titale. Please don't hide yourself from me. Chana ve'al na titale. O Hosanna ve'al na titale. One more time. Elechamda, elechamda libi. Oh, elechamda libi. Oh, elechamda libi. 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 Hosanna, Hosanna ve'al nati. Come out, wherever you are. Come out, wherever you are. Ve'al nati. Come out, wherever you are. Oh, Hosanna, ve'al nati talem. Here we go. And put your hands together now. Move your body with me. Bring in the spirit of Shabbat. Let's try it again now. Eilacham dalibi, Eilacham dalibi, Eilacham dalibi, Eilacham dalibi, Eilacham dalibi, Eilacham dalibi. Oh, Hosanna. Thank you so much for being able to be part of this with me. Thank you, Rose Snitz, for helping in the background. A joy and a blessing to all of you who've been with us this entire evening. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom, and hope it is a peaceful and joyful one. Please stay in touch with us. Ozi vezimeratia vayehi Vayehi Lishua Ozi Vezimeratia Vayehi Lishua Ozi Vezimeratia Vayehi Lishua. Shabbat Shalom, my holy wanderers. Thank you so much for being with us this evening. Look forward to sharing more meaningful moments together.